And good evening, everyone, and welcome to La Placa Field here in Fairhaven, Vermont. As tonight, Nivet Media Sports brings you high school football on a Thursday night, a special Thursday night edition of high school football as the Fairhaven Slaters host Mount Anthony on senior night here for Fairhaven Union High School. And tonight's game is being brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville, sponsors of the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center. Also brought to you by Hoagland Property Management of Granville, Skeen Valley Agency of Granville, Indulge Pizza of Granville, Lake Champlain Coal Company, our sponsor of our Lake Champlain Coal Company Player of the Game, and also by Ravina Shop and Save and Hoosick Valley Shop and Save of Ravina and Scatacoke. Tonight's game is also brought to you by A1 Sewer and Drain of Rutland. Also brought to you by York Coach Works of Poultney, Vermont, and by Michelle Sweet Creations Bakery and Sweets of Castleton, O'Shea Insurance Company of Castleton. So that is our sponsors for tonight's game here in Fairhaven as the Fairhaven Slaters wrap up the regular season against the Patriots of Mount Anthony Union High School. If you're not as familiar with high school football on the Vermont side of the border, Mount Anthony Union High School hails from Bennington, Vermont. And this is a big game as Fairhaven comes in 4-3. Mount Anthony is 3-4. And right now we're going to pause as the Fairhaven Slater Marching Band is marching out onto the field to play tonight's national anthem. And there is the national anthem played by the Fairhaven Union High School Marching Band as they march off the field now. Nice job done by the Fairhaven Marching Band. And we're ready for football here at Thomas LaPlaca Field on the campus of Fairhaven High School in Fairhaven, Vermont. The first of 3 big high school football games here on Nivet Media Sports this weekend. Tomorrow we'll be over at Sam Eppolito Field in Granville as the Granville Whitehall team takes on Waterville Heatley in a very big Class C East Division matchup. Home field advantage in the playoffs on the line in Class C in that one. And then on Saturday, we'll be over at Dean Houghton Field as the Poultney Blue Devils take on Mount Abraham in another game over here on the Vermont side of the border. And really, if you stop and think about it, We're at 3 fields this weekend that are named after some of the greatest coaches ever to come out of this area. Tom LaPlaca Field here in Fairhaven, and then also Sam Eppolito Field in Granville, Dean Houghton Field. That's a who's who. Dean Houghton Field over in Poultney, a who's who of high school football coaches' fields. And the opening kickoff is going to be taken at the 26-yard line and across the 30, the 35, the 40. And on the return for the Slaters was number 35, and that's Anthony Zabo. And the kicker for Mount Anthony, Rowan Bean, came up to make the tackle. But it's never a good thing when the return gets to the point where the kicker has to make the tackle, but that is exactly what happened there. And they're going to spot the ball at the 42-yard line. First down and 10, opening play of the game. And coming out at quarterback is Cody Adams, the senior, for Fairhaven. Caleb Long in the backfield. Kai Hill's going to go in motion, and they're going to hand it off to Long. And Long is across the 45 up to midfield. I think got into Mount Anthony territory at about the 49-yard line, depending on the spot. Picked up about 7 yards on the play. It's going to be second down and 3. So nice first play on a nice run there by Caleb Long, another one of the seniors. Bryson Kelly goes out wide to the right side. Kai Hill's lined up on the wing left. And Zabo now is going to join Cody Adams in that shotgun spot. Kai Hill's going to go in motion. And I think it's going to be an illegal procedure call here on the Slaters. And that's going to cost them 5 yards.
5-yard penalty. It remains second down.
So second down coming up now in about 7 or 8. Looks like second down at about 7 here. So it's going to be Zabo in the backfield. This time Adams will not be in the shotgun. He's going to be right underneath the center, and he's going to hand off to Zabo. Was hit behind the line of scrimmage, but was able to keep forward progress. Got up to about the 45-yard line. And it was number 7 there on the tackle, Asher West, the sophomore for the Patriots. And he picked up about a yard. It's going to be third down and 6 coming up here for Fairhaven. Football is about the 47-yard line of the Slaters. Mason Gutell goes out to the right side. Kai Hill is out there joining him. Looks like Zabo in the backfield and Bryson Kelly here on the left, and a whistle at the snap.
Whistle here.
And that's going to be another penalty on the Slaters. It's going to cost them another 5 yards on a false start.
5 more yards.
So that's going to push the Slaters back to about the 42-yard line. It's going to be third down and 12 now coming up for Fairhaven. So this started positively on that run from Caleb Long. They've gone backwards ever since. Shotgun this time for Adams. Adams back to pass. He's got plenty of time. Now it breaks down. He's got room to run on the right side. He's got the 45-50. Dives toward the first down marker. He's going to be short. Going to be short by maybe a yard or 2. Got back to midfield where they were after that nice run by Long.
3rd and 11 situation, I guess.
So we'll see if they'll go for it here. 4th and 2. Picked up about 9 on the play. Looks like the Slaters have no intention of punting it here. Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down and 2. Adams right underneath the center this time at midfield. Calls the signals, keeps it on the quarterback sneak. And with the second effort, he got hit pretty quickly. With the second effort, he's going to pick up the first down.
The first down for the Slaters.
So first down Fairhaven in Mount Anthony territory. They're going to put it down at the 46-yard line. First down and 10. No score. Just underway. 9:35 to go opening quarter. 4 and 3 Fairhaven. 3 and 4 Mount Anthony. Adams is going to work out of the shotgun. He's going to send Kai Hill in motion. He'll hand to Kai Hill, and Kai Hill's being chased, looking to get outside, and goes down, and is going to lose yardage. And on the play for Mount Anthony was number 68, Calvin James. And James was all over that. Big loss of yardage on the play. Loss about 6. It's going to be 2nd and 16. Kai Hill comes to the left side. It looks like Bryson Kelly over on the right side. Long is in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, and he's got blocking out in front. Gets up to about the 45-yard line. Gets up a little bit past maybe the original line of scrimmage. And it's going to be third down.
Out towards the middle and the spot. That might be.
They'll put it down at about the 47-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and 11. So didn't quite get back to the original line of scrimmage. Third down and 11 here for the Slaters. Adam works out of the shotgun. He's got Zabo with him. Kai Hill goes in motion. Adams back to pass. Stands, looks, pump fakes, now has pressure, steps up, and he's going to go down at about the 45-yard line. It was number 3 there providing the pressure for Mount Anthony. That is Asa Reese. So a host of other Patriots in there as well with Reese. So picked up 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th and 9. Slaters at their own, actually at the Patriot 45-yard line. They're going to punt it this time, and it will be Adams that'll kick it. It's a low line drive kick, but it's going to take a nice Fairhaven roll down inside the 5 and down near the 1-yard line.
Down by the Slaters inside the 5.
And what a nice kick there by Adams, as getting back there to cover it was Logan Knipes, and a very smart play by Knipes as he ran past the ball, got in front of it, and stopped it from going in the end zone. So what a nice play there by Knipes. And it looks like they're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. So 1st down and 10, Patriots at their own 2-yard line. So a great kick there by Cody Adams. So 1st down and 10, Patriots, 8:04 to go, no score, opening quarter here at Thomas LaPlaca Field. So Mount Anthony comes up to the line of scrimmage. They'll take the snap, and they'll keep it on the ground inside, and not much there. Very stingy defense by the Slaters. Number 10 is the quarterback for Mount Anthony. That is Jonathan Crossman. Crossman is a junior. Kept it on the ground that time. No gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 10, still at the 2-yard line. So Crossman, if my eyesight's correct, it's number 10. That's a long ways down the field. They'll go back to pass out of the end zone, throw out in the flat. Heavy pressure up the middle, and it's incomplete.
Number 1 incomplete.
The intended receiver was Logan Baker, the junior wide receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down and 10 from the 2 for the Patriots. So this would be a huge stop here because it would force the Patriots to punt out of their own end zone. And Fairhaven, of course, would get excellent field position. Receiver comes out wide to the right side, 1 to the left. On 3rd down and 10 from the 2. Obvious passing down here. Lots of pressure. Steps up. It's going to throw deep. It's got a man out there. It's incomplete. Well covered defensively. The intended receiver was number 32. And that's Talon Bartholi. And it was broken up by Logan Knipes. So Knipes has had a couple of big plays early on here already for Fairhaven. So it's going to be a tough punt here for the Patriots. They'll punt in the end zone and way back on the very end. He heels the punter back near the back line.
Is Crossman, so the quarterback.
So Crossman is the punter, and Kai Hill that's back. He's going to let it roll, and now he's going to decide not to pick it up. And it's going to be down to about the 45-yard line of Fairhaven. So good field position here, but got to give Crossman a lot of credit as he hit a beautiful kick.
10 players from their own 45.
It was a net gain of about 50 yards for Mount Anthony. I mean, he punted that ball from the end zone. They snapped it at the 2, up to midfield's the 48 to the 45. So 53 yards of net gain on that, by my math. First and 10 Slaters at their own 45. Kai Hill goes in motion. And again, a motion penalty against the Slaters.
At least they give him a year.
So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Back to the 40-yard line. It's going to be first and 15. Fairhaven has been hindered here in the early part of this game by penalties. They've got about 4 of them already here midway through the opening quarter. Kai Hill to the left side. And is this going to be another false start? And it is. That's, I think, the 4th false start on Fairhaven. So now they're facing first down and 20.
First quarter.
So a shaky start here for Fairhaven, their 4th false start. 2 in a row. It's going to put them on a first and 20 here. Derek Webb comes out wide to the left side this time for the Slaters. Looks like Guttel is going to be on the right side. Adams is going to call the signals on first and 20. Guttel goes in motion. Kai Hill's lined up in the slot. Here's a little middle screen attempt, little bubble screen for Webb, but the pass was too far out in front of him. And it's going to be second down and 20. And the Slaters can ill afford another penalty here. They've got to clean things up. Webb out to the left side. Kai Hill's in the slot. Adams out of the shotgun on second and 20. Back to pass. Throws. He's looking deep. He's got Kai Hill out there and just overthrew him. Out there on the coverage was Jeremiah Christmas, number 2, and also Carter Tift, number 12, providing the coverage. So third and 20 coming up here for the Slaters. And expect that they're probably going to throw the ball deep again. Webb will shift over to the right side this time. Guttel is on the left. Kai Hill's on the slot left. And now they've got 2 guys in motion. And there's the flag. Adams is chased out of the pocket, looking. He's just going to toss it away. He knows the penalty's coming up. And it was a post-snap foul. So if you're Mount Anthony, you're going to obviously decline it and take the play. And that would force Fairhaven into a punt situation with 6:48 to go here in this first quarter. No score here at Thomas LaPlaca Field. So they will decline it. Adams will punt. And back deep is Bethaldi. He's going to come up and call for the fair catch. Dangerous. Dives for it. And hauls it in around the 42-yard line. But definitely a dangerous play by Talon Bartholdi. Coming up and making that diving catch. But good field position here for the Patriots. Not down in that hole where they were on their last possession. They've got it first down and 10. At about the 43-yard line. So going out to the right side is Logan Baker. They got another receiver over there. Crossman will work out of the shotgun. They'll send a man in motion. That is Allard. And they'll keep it on the ground. And that will be Maddox Allard on the carry. Allard gets up across the 45-yard line to about the 47, picked up 4. It's going to be second down and 6 coming up here for the Patriots of Mount Anthony. Coming up on 6 minutes to go here in this opening quarter, no score. Crossman's going to be right underneath the center here on second down. Calls the signals, takes a snap. They'll give it to the fullback straight ahead this time, and he's got the first down. So they go to the first man through. That is number 15, Colby Hill. And Hill picks up the first down into Fairhaven territory at the 45-yard line. First down and 10. So in Fairhaven territory for the first time are the Patriots of Mount Anthony. So they come up to the line of scrimmage, first down and 10. They'll send two receivers right, one to the left. Crossman back to the shotgun. Takes the snap, has pressure up the middle, throws into the flat. It's incomplete. Intended receiver out there was Talon Bartholdi. It'll be second down and 10. Big weekend of high school football here on Niven Media Sports. Tomorrow we'll be at Sam Eppolito Field in Granville. Granville Whitehall hosting Watervliet Heatley. The winner will get home field advantage in the first round of the playoffs. The loser will go to, well, if it's Granville Whitehall anyway, it would go to Cobleskill. Second down and 10 at the Fairhaven 45 for the Patriots. Crossman this time underneath the center. He'll fake to the first man, give to the second man, and getting up to the 40 and just across the 40 on the carry is number 22. It's the 32, Talon Bartholdi. So Bartholdi with a nice pickup, picks up about 5 yards up to the 40-yard line. It's going to be third and about 5 here for the Patriots. Logan Baker comes out here to the right side. Here, call the signals here. Will Crossman out of the shotgun. Crossman back to pass, looks left all the way, and caught, but then a hit. And did it come out? No, he held on. I thought maybe that ball came out, but he held on to it. What a catch. And that was Rowan Behan. What a catch by Behan. And what a job holding on. He's going to be 1 yard short of the first down. It's going to be fourth and a yard from the 35-yard line of the Slaters for Mount Anthony. Crossman's going to go right underneath the center here on fourth and a yard. And it's a quarterback sneak, and he's going to get the first down easily as he's going to get up to about the 32-yard line. They don't list heights on here, but Crossman looks like a fairly tall young man. And he had a nice gap right between the center and the guard there, and just made that pretty easy. Followed his center, shifted himself to one side to have a little bit of a space between the center and the guard, and made a real nice play. So it's going to be first down and 10 Patriots at the Fairhaven 32-yard line. Two receivers to the right side. Crossman's going to work out of the shotgun. 3:40 to go here in the opening period. They'll send a man in motion. They'll hand to the second man through, and they're going to wrap him up behind the line of scrimmage. The first guy that came flying through there was number 33, Colin Bordeaux. And it looks like it's going to be no gain on the play. It'll be second and 10. It was, once again on the carry, Talon Bartholdi.
So it's no gain. Second down. And 10, ball carries at the 32-yard line.
So it's going to be second down and 10 for Mount Anthony. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in a briskly played first quarter here. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Crossman's going to go out of the shotgun once again. He'll take the snap. He'll go back to pass, looks left, throws too high. Intended receiver over there was Logan Baker. And so it's going to be third down and 10. Over there for the Slaters. Defensively, Gutell was there, also Bryson Kelly. So it's going to be third down and 10 coming up here for Mount Anthony. Slaters looking to get a stop after the Patriots have made their first trip down into Fairhaven territory. Crossman out of the shotgun. Two receivers right, one left. Back to pass, looking right, throws out in the flat. And the intended receiver out there was Bartholdi. It's incomplete. Defensively there for Fairhaven, was number 10, Cole Belden. So Bartholdi maybe heard the footsteps there.
10. Still on the 32.
And couldn't haul that one in. And it's going to be 4th down and 10. Clock stop. 2:47 to go. Now we're going to have a timeout. And it's going to be a timeout called by Mount Anthony. So with the timeout, let's let you know about some of the sponsors that help to bring high school sports your way here on Nivett Media Sports. And some of our sponsors include Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years, voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture, sponsors of the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center. Also by A1 Sewer and Drain, offering residential and commercial drain, sewer, and septic services. So serving Rutland and surrounding counties since 1984. Whatever sewer or drain problem is happening in or on your property, they can fix it. A1 Sewer and Drain, 157 Quality Lane in Rutland. So the Granville soccer team sees their nice playoff run come to an end. But
2-0 loss, not
2-0 to Maple Hill, but a nice run for them. Crossman back to pass on 4th down, goes down the middle, incomplete. Well covered by the Slaters. Knipes was down there, number 8. Also Webb, number 9. And the intended receiver was number 6. That is Rowan Behan. So good run by the Granville soccer team. They win the first playoff game in school history, beating Hoosick Valley, and then they lose to number 1 Maple Hill 2-0, but certainly a good showing against a good Maple Hill team. The field hockey team won today in the quarterfinals. Granville field hockey defeating Schuylerville 6-0. Here's Zabo on the handoff, and he bursts over the 35-yard line up to about the 37. Picked up 5 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 5. Nice run there by Anthony Zabo. High Hill's going to be lined up here on the left side. Another receiver wide right. High Hill goes in motion and getting hit immediately is Long. And coming through for the Patriots is Asher West, number 7. What a play by West. Didn't look like anybody even got a finger on Ashton West. And he came flying through and nailed Long for a loss of yardage. It's going to be 3rd and about 7 coming up here from the 35-yard line.
Right through that.
So going out to the right side for Fairhaven will be Kelly. Back to pass. They throw that direction right at the marker. Kelly makes the catch, and it looks to be enough for a Fairhaven first down. And it's going to be if they spot it right where that official is.
Kelly, number 3.
So a nice pass there from Cody Adams to Bryson Kelly. And they will move the chains. It's a first down. So 1st down and 10 for the Slaters on the move here.
10 2.
And they've got the ball at the 42-yard line, their own 42. Adams once again out of the shotgun. Going to hand it this time to Hill. He's got blockers in front, turns the corner, gets outside, gets across the 45, and knocked out of bounds near midfield. Christmas was over there, also West. Calvin James, number 68, also there for Mount Anthony. But a pickup of about 6. It's going to be 2nd down and 4. Nice run there by Hill. Adams underneath the center this time. Gives to the fullback. Big the middle. Breaks free down the center of the field and into Mount Anthony territory. So they stuck it in the belly of the fullback, and everybody was taken by surprise. That's John Hutchins, and nobody more taken by surprise than the Mount Anthony Patriots. And Hutchins just blasted down the middle of the field, showing pretty good speed for a fullback. And they're going to put the ball down about the 20-yard line, first down and 10. Final seconds here of the opening quarter, probably the final play of the quarter, barring a penalty or an incomplete pass. Adams takes a snap, hands it off, and not much there as they run it on the left side. And once again, they run it with Hutchins. And there was nothing there for Hutchins on that play. And that's going to do it for the first quarter of play here at Thomas LaPlaca Field in Fairhaven, Vermont. At the end of one, our score, Fairhaven nothing, Mount Anthony nothing. This is high school football, our Friday night game of the week on a Thursday here on Nivet Media Sports. And tonight's game is brought to you by York Coachworks. It's unfortunate when accidents happen. York Coachworks offers quality auto body and collision repairs for trucks, cars, boats, and RVs. They work for you with insurance companies. Quality service since 1978. 1075 Vermont Route 30 in Poultney, Vermont. That's York Coachworks. Tonight's game also brought to you by Michelle's Sweet Creations Bakery and Sweets. Delicious sweet treats, cinnamon buns, cupcakes, cookies, pies and tarts, brownies, scones, Pop-Tarts, wedding cakes, cakes and special orders. Please order in advance. Michelle's Sweet Creations Bakery and Sweet Treats, 596 Main Street in Castleton, Vermont. So we get ready to go back to the action here. Fairhaven, no gain on that play, so they're looking at 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Adams will go out of the shotgun. He's got Zabo back there with him. It is Zabo on the carry. And Zabo inside the 15. So nice run by Zabo. Zabo picked up about 7. It's going to be 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Slaters here. So nice run there by Zabo. So picked up 7, 3rd down and 3. Receiver comes out wide to the right side here. That's Kelly. Couple to the left. Adams out of the shotgun once again. Guttel goes in motion. Adams to pass. He's got pressure. Steps up. Throws. And was it caught? No, incomplete. Heck of an effort, though. And we're going to have a stoppage of play. Looks like we've got an injury on the field.
The intended receiver on that play. Shaking up on
And that's going to be number 0 for the Slaters. It was the intended receiver, Brady New. And glad to say, as you can see there, he is up and walking off, jogging off even under his own power. So nice to see that Brady New is okay. 4th down and 3 for the Slaters, just inside the 15-yard line. It's about the 14. They'll start the clock up here. No score coming up on 11 minutes to go. We're just underway 2nd quarter. Cody Adams out of the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself. Left side. And he's going to be close to the 1st down. Looks like he's going to have enough to move the chains as he gets down to the 5-yard line. And it's going to be a 1st down and goal for Fairhaven.
It's Cody Adams on the
So a nice quarterback keeper call. And Adams is a excellent dual threat quarterback. Excellent passer and runner. And he shows off the running skills. Often you see Adams with a couple of running touchdowns and a couple of passing touchdowns in a game. And on 1st and goal from the 5, they're going to keep it on the ground straight ahead. And that is Hutchins. Not much there. Stacked up well by the Mount Anthony defense. And they're going to go without a huddle here. They're going to go quickly, try to catch Mount Anthony off balance. And they're going to go to Hutchins once again. And once again, the Patriots are ready, but the pile keeps moving. And he's going to get in the end zone for the touchdown. Man, that play looked like it was stopped. And the pile just kept moving and kept moving. And next thing you know, Jonathan Hutchins in the end zone. So Fairhaven scores first, 10:31 to go in the first half, second quarter. It's 6-0 Fairhaven. And now the extra point kick, Brady New out of the Kyle hole.
Guy Hill's the holder. There's the kicker.
So here's the snap. The kick by New is wide to the right. Had plenty of leg, but it sailed off wide to the right. And with 10:31 to go here in the second quarter, Fairhaven strikes first on the short touchdown run by Jonathan Hutchins. It is Fairhaven 6, Mount Anthony nothing. Tonight's game is being brought to you by O'Shea Insurance Company. The O'Shea Insurance Agency with sensible protection at affordable prices. Home, auto, farm, business, recreational, and life insurance. Working for your best interests. O'Shea Insurance, 1387 Vermont Route 4A West in Castleton, Vermont. That's O'Shea Insurance Agency. Also, tonight's game brought to you by Ravenna Shop and Save and Hoosick Valley Shop and Save, your hometown grocery store where community comes first. You can always count on Ravenna Shop and Save and Hoosick Valley Shop and Save to support our community's youth, both on and off the field. Stop in today and experience service with heart at Ravenna Shop and Save in Ravenna and Hoosick Valley Shop and Save in Skedikoke. Here's the return kickoff. Mount Anthony looking for a return, but good coverage. Comes loose, and Fairhaven says they've got it. The question is going to be, was he down? The officials are still investigating. And no indication. And it looks like it's going to still be Mount Anthony football. And now a flag coming in. And it might be from the Fairhaven bench. It's going to be unsportsmanlike on Fairhaven. So evidently, somebody must have said something on the sideline. So Fairhaven thought that that ball had come loose. They thought they had it. And somebody on the Fairhaven bench obviously said something, because we saw the official here on the near side immediately throw the flag. So now the officials are going to get together in conference. But Fairhaven was sure the ball came loose and sure they had it. And that drew a reaction from the Fairhaven sideline that was within the ear's reach of one of the officials, who threw a flag for unsportsmanlike conduct. And that's going to cost the Slaters 15 yards.
It's going to be against Fairhaven.
And the officials still having a word with the Fairhaven bench.
Another 15 yards.
And head coach Adam Perry.
Territory. They're on the Slater 47.
Territory.
And we didn't see it well enough to see if they had a good argument or not. But nonetheless, it's going to be now first down for Mount Anthony in Fairhaven territory at the 47-yard line. So big, huge penalty, giving them major yardage here. They set a man in motion. They're going to toss it to the left side. And on the carry was number 7 for Mount Anthony. That is Asher West. We've seen West with his prowess on the defensive side of the ball. And now for the first time tonight, we see his offensive skills, and he picked up 3. It's going to be second down and 7. Ball across the 45-yard line, just inside the 45. Call it the 44. Baker goes out to the right side. Another receiver here on the left. Shotgun for Crossman. They'll send a man in motion. They'll hand it off to West. They've got it behind the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be Sam Kyle. Sam Cahill came through untouched and got West in the backfield for a loss of yardage. Big play by Cahill. And it's going to be third and about 9.5, almost 10. Looking at the marker across the field. Crossman's going to come up to the line of scrimmage. Baker is out to the right side. Timothy Crawford here on the left for the Patriots. They'll send a man in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Crossman has pressure, throws. It's complete. But if they wrap and tackle, he's going to be well short of the first down. That was Bartholdi. Gutel was, I think, the first man there for Fairhaven. And it's going to be fourth and long for Mount Anthony. An obvious punt situation here for the Patriots. And Crossman has already gone back into punt position. So a great job there after the penalty to stiffen. There's the punt by Crossman. And it's going to go out of bounds here on the near sideline. And the Slaters will go back on offense. So 8:09 to go here in the first half. Thomas LaPlaca Field, Fairhaven. The Slaters a 6-0 lead. And they'll go on offense at their own 16-yard line. Will the Slaters first down and 10. Hopefully Mother Nature continues to cooperate here as we're out on the bleachers here doing the game tonight. Packed house of media here at Thomas LaPlaca Field. Adams is going to toss it to the right side. And it was Knipes on the carry, number 8. On that toss, jet sweep type of play to the right side. Knipes picked up a yard. It's going to be second down and 9 coming up here for the Slaters. Clock running, 7:35 to go in the half, 6-0 Fairhaven. Adams once again keeps it on the ground. Big hole, big running room into the open field, tripped up, but not before he gets the first down. Sam Cahill, great job blowing a hole open on the left side over there by the offensive line of the Slaters. And Cahill just exploded through it. And he gets all the way up to the 30-yard line. So he picked up about 13. And it's going to be first down and 10. Adams is going to go out of the shotgun right here. Knipes goes in motion. Adams takes the snap, hands off inside. Not much there. Zabo on the carry. Zabo stacked up pretty quickly. As the band is warming up behind us here. As we get close to halftime, they came out and played the national anthem, and now they're getting ready to go behind us here.
It's second down and still 9.
Second and a long 9. Knipes goes in motion. Adams out of the shotgun is going to throw that way, and it's complete. They've got running room on the left side, and it's going to be a first down up to the 45-yard line. And on the carry, that's going to be Derek Webb. And Webb just caught the ball out there in the flat, had some blocking out in front, just turned it upfield, exploded up the field, and picked up the first down up to the 45-yard line. Picked up about 15 on the play. It's first and 10.
Minutes, Hawks closed in with 6 minutes left.
Adams once again goes out of the gun, takes the snap, flag at the snap. And it's been a while since Fairhaven's had a false start after they had 4 quickly there. And this is going to be offsides. You don't see offsides very often on the offense. Rare call, but it can happen. I mean, if you're lined up
Outside.
over past the ball, then obviously it's offside.
First down.
But the reason you don't normally see it as much on the offense is because they're the ones that are snapping the football. So that's all they have to do is look down the line, and they got to be able to see where the football is and make sure they're behind it. So a loss of 5 back to the 40. It's 1st and 15. Adams back to pass. Rolling out of the pocket, looking, throws underneath, complete to Coghill at midfield, and they get a nice chunk of the yardage back there. They picked up 10. So a nice job buying time by Cody Adams. And the thing about Coghill on that play is he came back to the football. What a nice job coming back to the football there by Coghill to make that catch. And he sets them up in a 2nd and 5 situation. Pickup of 10, as I said.
Yeah.
So just a nice job of buying time and throwing on the run by Adams, and nice job coming back to the ball by Coghill. 2nd and 5. Coming up on 5 minutes to play in the half, 6-0 Fairhaven. Adams out of the shotgun, takes a snap, hands for Szabo. Now they're going to run the reverse to Guttel. Guttel's got room on the left side. He's across the 40 and finally brought down near the 35-yard line. Nice play on the reverse to Mason Guttel. Well-designed play, and Mount Anthony bit, and Fairhaven got a 13-yard pickup out of it.
Down, it's going to be 1st and 10.
And it's going to be 1st down across the 40 at about the 38-yard line of the Patriots.
Nicely here, right?
Adams out of the shotgun, takes the snap, hands off to Coghill. Started one way, came back the other. Now he's got some room. What a nice job of just recognizing the situation by Sam Coghill. He took the handoff going right, realized there was nothing happening over there, put the brakes on, came back to the left, and picks up about 7 yards to bring up 2nd down and 3. Just an outstanding job there by Coghill. They put the ball down near the 31-yard line of the Patriots. 3:55 to go in the half. 2nd down and 3.
Slaters' final regular season football game here.
Adams from the shotgun. Coghill goes in motion right. Adams to pass. Looks like he wants to set up a screen. He does. And that is Webb. Webb's got running room down the left side. Breaks the tackle. Still on his feet. And down inside the 10, close to the 5-yard line. Webb lined up on the right side. Went in motion. They ran a nicely designed middle screen. And Webb, after making the catch, found some room, turned on the jets, and ran it all the way down to the 8-yard line. So 1st down and goal, Fairhaven at the 8. Webb's going to go out to the left side this time. New is lined up as the tight end on the right. Adams is underneath the center.
Center.
Full house backfield. Hands for Coghill. Left side. He's going to be knocked out of bounds over on the far sideline. Looks like he got down to maybe about the 6. Picked up about 2 on the play.
All game play there. Started that play at the.
It's going to be 2nd down and goal from near the 5. Looks like they'll give him 3 yards to the 5. They're going to set it down right on the 5. So 2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line. 3-yard pickup on the play by Sam Coghill. 2.5 to go in the half. 6-0 Fairhaven. Adams underneath the center once again. Hands it off inside to Long, but a false start on Fairhaven. And that has been the nemesis of the Slaters tonight. I believe their 5th false start of the night. That's going to cost them 5 yards back to the 10. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 10. Webb is going to come out to the right side.
Down and goal, and the ball comes back out to the 10-yard.
Long is in the backfield. Hutchins and Coghill. Adams directing a little bit of traffic here. 2 minutes to go in the half. They'll keep it on the ground for Long. And West made the first contact behind the line of scrimmage, and then he's going to be stacked up.
Caleb alone.
But it was West that came through there and made the initial hit. He didn't get the tackle, but he slowed down Caleb long enough that the rest of the Patriots came swarming. And the ball now at about the 11. It's going to be third down and goal from the 11. Gutell's out here on the right side. Looks like Webb over to the left. Adams has Zabo in the backfield with him. Hill's also on the left side in the slot. Adams back to pass. Plenty of time. Looks, throws, corner of the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Fairhaven. And it looks like it might have been Mason Gutell over there.
Yeah, Fairhaven there.
And the Slaters have now increased the lead to 12-0. And they'll go for the extra point kick.
Conversion try.
And the Patriots had a player going off the field. He has to come back on. They were going to be short. And they're going to do a direct snap here to Hill. Hill dives, but he's not going to get there. So they're 0 for 2 on conversions here. One on a kick, one on a 2-point conversion. So we'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We have 1:13 to go before halftime. Our score, Fairhaven 12. And it is Mount Anthony 0. And this is high school football on a Thursday night special here on NYVT Media Sports. And tonight's game is brought to you by Hoagland Property Management of Granville, commercial and residential lawn and landscaping services, property transformations, and snow removal of Granville, New York. Call 518-222-0018. That's 518-222-0018 for Hoagland Property Management of Granville. Tonight's game also brought to you by Skeene Valley Group. Insurance and real estate with offices in Whitehall, Granville, and Cambridge, New York. Make just one call for all your insurance and real estate needs. Call 518-948-2928. That's 518-948-2928 for Skeene Valley Group with offices in Whitehall, Granville, and Cambridge.
Mention Eric Clamey, athletic director here.
So, Fairhaven will kick it back. I believe it was Gutell on the touchdown catch. We'll double check that when we get the opportunity because it was in the very far corner of the end zone. You cannot get any further away from the spot where we're broadcasting from than that spot on the field, quite literally. So here's the kickoff by New. New with the kick. It's a line drive. It's going to be taken by the Patriots at about the 10-yard line. 20-25 down the right side across the 30 to the 35. Nice return over there by Mount Anthony. And that was number 6 on the return. Rowan Behan. So a nice return, although Behan is limping around. They're going to mark it down at about the 37-yard line. First down and 10 for Mount Anthony. 1:07 to go before halftime. A 12-0 lead for the Slaters. So Crossman will go back to work here with the Patriots. Has 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. They're going to look to try to pass as much as possible here with 1:07 to go. But no, they're going to keep it on the ground here. And a quick move right up the middle. And that's number 22. That is Carson Predell. And Predell, with a nice run, picked up 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Throw out in the flat, incomplete. Intended receiver was number 11, Aaron Young.
Complete.
It's going to be now 3rd down and 5 coming up. Clock stop, 42 seconds to go in the half for Mount Anthony. Mount Anthony, of course, as I mentioned earlier, out of Bennington, Vermont. So 3rd and about 5 coming up here for the Patriots. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Shotgun for Crossman. Crossman back to pass. Stands in, looks, throws deep down the right side. Got a man out there, but overthrew. And the intended receiver was number 32. And that was Talon Bartholdi. And it's going to be 4th down. So 37 seconds left. They might have to punt it here because they don't want to give the ball to Slaters here on a 4th down. So they will punt it. And Fairhaven, with this 12-0 lead, although they're not going to have much time left, is going to get one more crack at it here. Already up 12-0. They get a good return and get it close enough where Adams can let one loose. They got a ton of good receivers on this Slater roster. Here's Crossman, though, with the kick. It's going to be in a position where it can be returned, but an immediate hit. And that is West. West is having a heck of a football game here for Mount Anthony. What a hit there by Asher West. We've said his name a lot on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. And now, you might as well throw special teams into one of the things West does well. So they'll put the ball down near the 35-yard line. We'll see if they decide to go to work with 31 seconds left or if they're content to go to halftime with a 12-0 lead. Cody Adams is in the shotgun. They're not in any kind of a kneel-down formation. So it looks like they're going to see what they can do. Adams back to pass. Stands in, has plenty of time, throws underneath Highhill. Hihill's going to get out of bounds near midfield with 23 seconds to go. So they pick up about 15 on 1st down. So if they're able to pick up that kind of yardage and get out of bounds and stop the clock, I believe they've got at least 2 timeouts left, maybe all 3. They should be able to stretch this last 23 seconds out quite a bit here. Shotgun once again. Adams, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield. Kai Hill in motion. Adams takes a snap. Has time, looking for Kai Hill down the right side. Incomplete. A lot of contact with the ball in the air. No flag, but just out of the reach. Not out of the reach, just couldn't quite haul it in. Double coverage on Kai Hill, but still almost able to make the catch was Kai Hill. That was Aaron Young, number 11. One of the guys there for Mount Anthony. 17 seconds left. Ball near midfield. We'll see what Fairhaven dials up here. Adams once again to pass. Throws underneath for Kai Hill. Makes the catch. Gets out of bounds across the 45 at about the 43-yard line. So only took 4 seconds off the clock. So still 13 seconds to go. And it's enough for a 1st down to move the chains. So getting closer are the Slaters where they can possibly throw one deep. 1st and 10 at the 43 of Mount Anthony. Cody Adams out of the shotgun once again. Back to pass. Looks left. Looks right. Nothing there. Now comes back to the right. Time is ticking down. He's got to do something with it here. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Throws underneath. Complete. And that's going to run out the clock. As making the catch for the Slaters was Bryson Kelly. But it took so long for Cody Adams to find a receiver that will expire the clock here for the first half of play. So we go to halftime here at Thomas LaPlaca Field in Fairhaven. Our first trip here this season. We were here for a game of season ago. And right now it's been on senior night, a good night for the Slaters as they're going to go to halftime with a 12-0 lead over Mount Anthony here in the season finale, a special Thursday night game in Fairhaven. We're going to take a break and come back in about 15 minutes for the second half. Once again, our halftime score, Fairhaven 12, Mount Anthony nothing. This is Thursday night high school football on MYVT Media Sports.
Going all right.
I was trying. It seemed like the foot first half.
It was a quick first half.
I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm going to run to my car and get
And welcome back, everybody, to Thomas LaPlaca Field here in Fairhaven, Vermont, the campus of Fairhaven Union High School. And we get ready to go here in the third quarter. Fairhaven hosting Mount Anthony on senior night for the Slaters. And so far, it's a happy senior night, but there's still a lot of football left to be played here. But the Slaters with a 12-0 lead here as we get ready to start play in the third quarter. And Mount Anthony is going to get the ball first here to start things in the third quarter. And they're going to, of course, be looking to move downfield and get on the scoreboard. And right now, extra points could end up being a factor in this game as Fairhaven, I was thinking about Granville Whitehall missing the 5 extra points the one game. Fairhaven has missed an extra point kick and missed a 2-point conversion. So we'll see if that ends up being a factor. Here's the kick, and the ball is loose, and I think Fairhaven's got it. What a disastrous start to the third quarter for the Patriots of Mount Anthony, and Fairhaven does have the football. Looks like it was Anthony Zabo, number 35, that was holding it up high. And what a disastrous start to the third quarter for the Patriots of Mount Anthony, and what a perfect start to the third quarter for Fairhaven. And they're going to start with the football at about the 27-yard line of Mount Anthony. So what a huge moment in this game. Your Mount Anthony are getting the ball first, down 12-0 with an opportunity to go down and slice into it. And here is Zabo, and there's that man again on the big hit. And that is West. Wow, Asher West. He's a heck of a football player, folks. If Mount Anthony should come back and win this game, Asher West is a guy we've got to look at for the Lake Champlain Coal Company player of the game. A lot to be settled here still, just underway, third quarter, but he's a football player. No gain on the play. It's 2nd down and 10. Adams out of the shotgun, hands to Cahill. Cahill turns the corner, left side, bursts outside, has the first down and more. Down the left sideline, breaks a tackle, touchdown, Fairhaven. It is about a 27-yard touchdown run from Sam Cahill. And it's 18-0. And what a way to start the third quarter. Mount Anthony muffs the third quarter kickoff, and 2 plays later, Sam Cahill scampers in from about 27 yards away, and it's 18-0. And it only took 47 seconds. Kelly goes out wide to the right side. Jonathan Hutchins is in the backfield, the fullback. Zabo's lined up on the wing right. Cahill goes in motion. They're going to throw to Cahill, and he makes the catch for the 2-point conversion. What a way to start the third quarter for the Fairhaven Slaters. Mount Anthony fumbles the second half kickoff, and it's recovered by the Slaters. And it took 2 plays for Cahill to get in the end zone, and he also caught the conversion pass, and it's with 11:13 to go in the third quarter. Fairhaven 20, Mount Anthony nothing. Could not have started better for the Slaters here in the third quarter, and couldn't have been more disastrous for Mount Anthony. Let's take a look at some of our sponsors right now. Tonight's game brought to you by Indulge Pizza of Granville. Game day or any day, dinner is solved at Indulge Pizza. Your place for pizza, wings, subs, salads, and so much more. Something for everyone. Dine in, take out, or get delivery with DoorDash. Call 518-345-5300. They're open Thursday through Monday. Find them online or on Facebook for more details. That's Indulge Pizza. Also by Lake Champlain Coal Company, your local fuel supplier. Fuel oil, propane, kerosene at the pump. Making warm friends for 5 generations. That's Lake Champlain Coal Company. And they are the sponsors of our Lake Champlain Coal Company Player of the Game, which we'll be announcing right after tonight's game. And we try to get out on the field usually and get an interview with our Player of the Game as well. Here's the return kickoff to Mount Anthony, and a nice return right up the middle and up to about the 35-yard line.
Up to about the 34-yard line.
And that looked like it was number 4 on the return that time for the Patriots, Luca Barsotti. So they'll put the football down on the 35-yard line, first down and 10, just underway third quarter, but a lot's happened in less than a minute. We've played 51 seconds. We've had a fumble, we've had a touchdown, we've had a conversion. A lot has happened. So work cut out for the Patriots here, down 20-0.
Around 35.
Crossman out of the shotgun, and he's going to keep it on the ground, and it's going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. On the carry, that is Bartholdi. Zabo was there for the Slaters. Also Porter Silva. So Zabo and Silva there, combining on that tackle. No gain. It's going to be second down and 10. Maybe they're going to give him a half a yard, it looks like, across. Looking at the sticks. Crossman out of the shotgun on second, 9.5. Takes a snap, back to pass. He's got pressure, throws, and it is incomplete. So back there on defense was new for Fairhaven, I believe. Or maybe it was, let's see, Webb was back there. I'm trying to see who the player is over on the far side. Nope, it was 10 over on the far side for Fairhaven. And that is Cole Belden. I saw the 0. I didn't see the 1. But also back there, as I said, was Webb. So it's third and 9.5. Behan was the intended receiver. Blitz coming right up the middle. Crossman's in trouble. He's going to go down at the 21-yard line. Jonathan Hutchins was there for the Slaters, as well as number 26. 26, I believe, the first guy to get there. Aiden Wilkins. And Wilkins came flying through. Hutchins came with him. A big loss of yardage. It's going to be fourth down. And the ball at the 25-yard line is where they're going to spot it. He ended up being down back near the 21, but they blew the play dead at about the 25. So Crossman's going to have to punt it here, and Fairhaven should get pretty good field position here, already with a 20-0 lead. Here's Crossman. It's a low kick. Kai Hill's going to let it bounce, going to stay away from it, and it's going to be touched up by West at about the 45-yard line of Fairhaven. That's where the Slaters are going to go on offense. Up 20-0, 9:24 to go, third quarter. Here on Nivet Media Sports, Keith Harrington on the play-by-play. Glad to have you along with us here on a chilly night, but manageable in Fairhaven. I thought it was going to be worse, and we did have a touch of rain. I went over and covered the Fairhaven, the Granville field hockey game, I should say, before coming to Fairhaven. They won tonight 6-0 over Schuylerville. So Fairhaven with the football. Adams out of the shotgun is going to keep it on the ground. This is Long, dancing, looks for room, breaks free, gets across midfield into Mount Anthony territory to about the 46-yard line. Nice job there by Long, as it didn't look like he had anything going on, but he kept the feet moving, kept dancing, kept surveying, finally found some running room.
Patriot 45.
And he picked up enough for our first down across midfield into Mount Anthony territory at the 45-yard line. Webb comes out to the right side. Kai Hill's in the slot, as you can see there. Shotgun for Adams. Going to keep it on the ground for Zabo. Zabo on the left side. Follow the left tackle, left guard. Maybe picked up about 3 yards or so. Across the 45 up to about the 42 or 43. Looks like 3 yards on the play by Zabo.
8.
It's going to be 2nd down and 7 coming up here for Fairhaven. So right now, putting together long drives using the clock with a 20-0 lead is going to be the friend of Fairhaven. Hutchins goes in motion. It's going to be a designed run for Adams. Adams over on the far sideline. Going to be knocked out of bounds, it looks like, over there. But got up close to the first down marker at the 35-yard line. Looks like it's going to be enough to move the chains. So it's going to be first down just inside the 35-yard line. And again, 4 more downs for Fairhaven with a 20-0 lead to run clock. And that's got to be something that's on their minds right now. You know, they've got enough points to win the football game. It's using clock and limiting the possessions of Mount Anthony. Cahill goes in motion. They're going to keep it on the ground for Hutchins, the big fullback, who had that big run back in the first quarter. Hutchins picks up short yardage there, picked up about 3. It's going to be 2nd down and 3 for Fairhaven. Football at about the 33-yard line. Call it the 32. Webb's going to come out here to the right side. Long is in the backfield with Adams. Cahill's on the slot left. Adams is going to hand to Cahill. He's got blocking out in front, turns it inside, tripped up, or he might have gone. Gets across the 30 to near the 25. He might have gone if he didn't get tripped up there because he had a burst of speed through the line, but was tripped up, and he picked up enough yardage that it's going to be 3rd and short. Ball is right on the 25-yard line, 3rd and about a yard for Fairhaven. Adams right underneath the center. Wouldn't be surprised if he runs it himself here, but no, he's going to turn and hand off to Zabo, and Zabo's got the first down. So Zabo picks up the first down.
Keeps it moving here. Time-wise, we're at 6:35 left.
And the ball down to the 23-yard line of Mount Anthony. 6:33 to go in the 3rd quarter. 20-0 Slaters.
Why? Okay.
And no hurry is Fairhaven to move the football here because a 3-score lead, and we're midway through the 3rd quarter. They're sitting pretty right now. Adams right underneath the center. The single setback is Long. Cahill goes in motion. They'll give to Cahill. Long with the block. Cahill turns it back inside, and he's going to barrel his way down near the 15-yard line toward the 10. It's going to be a first down, and going to be pretty close to first down and goal. We'll see where they officially spot it. Nice block out front there as the lead blocker by Caleb Long, and a nice run by Cahill. So it will be a first down. It does not look like it's going to be 1st and goal. They have not laid them. Maybe they are going to lay the chains down. I guess it is going to be 1st and goal. Right about the 10. So they are going to put the chains down. So 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Cahill goes in motion. Flag down at the snap.
Change. False start.
False start on Fairhaven. If there's one thing that Slaters coach Adam Perry has got to be not so happy with is that's about the 6th false start they've had. So
they were looking 1st and
that's something they'll have to clean up going into the playoffs. For sure. It may not come back and haunt them tonight, but it's going to potentially do it in the playoffs. 5.5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They're going to move the ball back to the 15. It's 1st and goal from the 15. Fairhaven with a 20-0 lead. Out of the shotgun, it'll be Adams. Cahill goes in motion. They'll fake to Zabo. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Got a helmet flying off. And now we got a little extracurricular activity at the end of the play. That was Hill's helmet, evidently, because he's coming up without a helmet on. I've known Sam Hill for a long time and knew him back in elementary school. And I don't think having the helmet coming off is going to stop him. He's a tough kid. He's going to keep working and keep doing whatever his job is on the field. Looks like he's going to come to the sideline and get a little work done maybe on the helmet. So they got 4 yards on the play. 3rd and goal at the 11, or 2nd goal rather at the 11. Adams to pass. They throw the slants incomplete. Looks like the intended receiver was Austin Williams, number 80, the tight end. And now it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 11. Clock stop, 4:12 to go, 3rd quarter, 20-0 Fairhaven, looking for their 5th win of the year here on senior night. High Hill's back out there. Kelly is out to the right side. There's going to be a timeout called by Mount Anthony. So we have 4:12 to go in the 3rd quarter. Our score, Fairhaven 20, Mount Anthony nothing. This is Thursday night high school football on MYVT Media Sports. Tonight's game brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture, our sponsors of the Telescope Casual Furniture Broadcast Center. Also by A1 Sewer and Drain, offering residential and commercial drain, sewer, and septic tank services, serving Rutland and surrounding counties since 1984. Whatever sewer or drain problem is happening in or on your property, they can fix it. A1 Sewer and Drain, 157 Quality Lane in Rutland.
Patriots down by.
So we have 4:12 to go, 3rd quarter. It's 3rd and goal, Fairhaven, from the Mount Anthony 11-yard line. Cody Adams will work from the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers left. He's got Webb over here on the right side, back to pass. Now he's flushed out of the pocket, throws, and it's intercepted. And Mount Anthony coming back the other way, and that's Behan. And then is there a late flag? It looked like a late flag maybe at the end. It's hard to see it because all the players are down there on the sideline right in front of us. Yeah, there's definitely a flag down. Might be a late hit. Out of bounds, possibly. No, illegal block in the back. And that's pretty much the story for Mount Anthony tonight. That's a microcosm of what kind of night it's been for the Patriots.
I mean, that's Fairhaven still had.
Fairhaven is going in. They're going to score. Behan with the interception in the end zone to stop that. You get a nice return, and then a block in the back is going to cost you yardage. And it'll be 1st down and 10 Patriots at the 9-yard line. So they lost a good chunk of yardage there. So, finally something goes well, and then you end up having something go bad. That's kind of been the story here for Mount Anthony tonight. So 1st down and 10 Patriots. They trail by 3 scores. Toss to the right side, and nice run there up across the 10-yard line. And that was number 22 on the play, Carson Preto. And they're unpiling everybody. Preto shows some speed. He's maybe the quicker of foot of the Mount Anthony runners. He picked up about 4 there. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. But he shows he's pretty fleet of foot. a fleet of foot. Receiver out to the right side. Preedle in that backfield again. Once again, Crossman right underneath the center. They've abandoned the shotgun here for a bit. It's Preedle again. And he's able to get up near the 15 to about the 14. And looks like he's got enough for a Mount Anthony first down. They're going to move the chains over across the far side of the field as we get up to 3 minutes to go here in this third quarter. 20-0 Slaters. So first down here for the Patriots, looking to get something positive here to get them back in this game. If they could score here late in the quarter, only be down 2 scores going to the fourth, they got a chance. But they got to get moving. Here's Crossman, tosses it out here to the left side. And this was well strung out. Gutell was there. The first player there for Fairhaven was Logan Knipes. On the carry was Bartholdi. Picked up about a yard on the play. It's going to be second down and 9. And Knipes with a very good play defensively there for Fairhaven. So BN is going to go out to the right side.
It's coming down to the 2.
And right underneath the center once again is Crossman. He's going to take the snap, hand to the first man through. That's Bartholdi. And once again, the Fairhaven defense stacks it right up. Very small gain, if any. And looks like no gain, basically right at the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be, then maybe give him a yard. Now that they move the marker over there, we'll call it a yard. We'll say third down and 8 coming up here for Mount Anthony. We've gone under a minute and a half to go, third quarter, 20-0 Fairhaven. And Crossman again underneath the center. They ran the shotgun most of the first half, but now they've pretty much abandoned that, as I said. Crossman back to pass, throws, and a diving catch. A nice grab it is over there by Behan. But it's going to be short of the first down, but they might want to go for it here on fourth down 20-0. Certainly nothing to lose here. They're going to be about 2 yards short. I mean, I realize where they're at on the football field here. They're in their own territory at the 27-yard line, but you're down 20-0, and we're in the final seconds of the third quarter. So I'd say you go for it here, and they're going to. So Mount Anthony will go for it here on 4th and 2, trying to keep the drive alive in their own territory. And they'll toss it out here for Bartholdi, and he's looking to get the corner, uses a stiff arm, and he's got the first down. So Talon Bartholdi with a nice run. You know, normally I'd say that's a gamble, but I don't think down 20-0 in the final seconds of the third is a gamble. You have to go for it there if you have any hopes of getting back in this game, and it paid off as they get up to the 30-yard line for the first down on the nice run there by Talon Bartholdi. And that's going to wind down, although the clock is not moving.
20.
So evidently we're at the end of the quarter, even though the clock says 8 seconds remaining. So we're at the end of, or maybe, was it a timeout? That is the question. No, because they're moving down to the other end of the field. So we are at the end of 3 quarters of play. Now there's zeros on the clock. Our score, Fairhaven 20 and Mount Anthony nothing here at Thomas LaPlaca Field in Fairhaven on MYVT Media Sports. And tonight's game is brought to you by York Coachworks. It's unfortunate when accidents happen. York Coachworks offers quality auto body and collision repairs for trucks, cars, boats, and RVs. They work for you with your insurance company. Quality service since 1978. 1075 Vermont Route 30 in Pulteney, Vermont. York Coachworks. Also by Michelle's Sweet Creations Bakery and Sweets. Delicious sweet treats, cinnamon buns, cupcakes, cookies, pies and tarts, brownies, scones, Pop-Tarts, wedding cakes, cakes and special orders. Please order in advance. Michelle's Sweet Creations Bakery and Sweet Treats, 596 Main Street, Castleton, Vermont. So Mount Anthony trying to go down and get on the scoreboard. 12 minutes to go. We start playing the fourth quarter. They've got to have 3 scores here. So they've got work to do. Crossman underneath the center. Hands to the first man through. The ball comes loose. And Mount Anthony got it back. It was Bartholdi, I think, that originally had the ball. And then West pouncing on it. Or maybe it was West originally. And maybe I saw something else go fly in there. It's possible. West is, as I said, he's been one of the bright spots for this Mount Anthony team tonight.
And this is 7.
Pickup of 4. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 for the Patriots. They're going to toss it out to the right side. And this is number 22, Preto. And he got up to about the 35-yard line, and he was whacked. Hard hit there. Purdell with a good run, but he paid for it. It was Zabo with the big hit for Fairhaven. Anthony Zabo. So up to the line of scrimmage comes Mount Anthony. They've got 3rd and about 4 here. And they'll keep it on the ground. And this is Predell. And there's nothing there. Stacked up. And it was Jonathan Hutchins that was there for Fairhaven. Looks like Knipes might have been there as part of it as well. But it was Hutchins with the inaugural hit. And it's going to be 4th down and about 5 coming up here for Mount Anthony. And they've obviously got to go for it, down 20-0 here in the 4th quarter with 10 minutes to play. We'll be naming our Lake Champlain Coal Company Player of the Game later on in this game, before the game comes to its conclusion here. And whistle at the snap. And Mount Anthony is called timeout. So 9:45 to go in the ball game. It is Fairhaven 20 and Mount Anthony nothing. And we've got a timeout on the field. This is Thursday Night Football on MYVT Media Sports. And tonight's game is brought to you by O'Shea Insurance Agency. Sensible protection, affordable prices, home, auto, farm, and business, recreational and life insurance, working for your best interest. O'Shea Insurance, 1387 Vermont Route 4A West in Castleton, Vermont. That's O'Shea Insurance. Also brought to you by Ravenna Shop and Save and Hoosick Valley Shop and Save, your hometown grocery store where community comes first. You can always count on Ravenna Shop and Save and Hoosick Valley Shop and Save to support your community's youth, both on and off the field. Stop in today and experience service with heart. That is Ravenna Shop and Save of Ravenna, Hoosick Valley Shop and Save of Scotticoke. So 9:45 to go in the ball game, 20-0 Fairhaven, and a big 4th down play coming up here for Mount Anthony, trying to keep this drive alive, trying to get out and get on the scoreboard here. Crossman underneath the center. He'll take the snap. He'll go back to pass. He's got time. Throws down the middle for Behan. It's knocked away. Webb was back there defensively. Also back there was Kelly. So Webb and Kelly converging on the defensive side there. And breaking up that deep pass to Behan. And Fairhaven's going to take over 1st down and 10 at the Mount Anthony 36-yard line with 9:39 to go. They lead it by a score of 20-0.
10. 6 yard. It's me down.
So a chance here to run some more clock for Fairhaven, possibly add to that 20-0 lead. Adams right up underneath the center here. Calls the signals. Takes a snap, hands off. This is Cahill. Cahill down the left sideline, cuts it back, stepped out of bounds, or he was going to go. The only thing that stopped Sam Cahill from getting in the end zone was got too close to the sideline and stepped on the sideline. Otherwise, he was going to go. So it's going to be a first down, obviously. And the ball at the 25-yard line, first down and 10, 25 with Mount Anthony. Adams underneath the center. Cahill and Zabo behind him. It's going to be Zabo. Big hole left side. Zabo is going to be brought down by number 12 there for the Patriots, Carter Tift. And it was a touchdown saving tackle by Tift. And clock running, 9:20 to go in the ball game. And down to the 15-yard line on that run by Zabo. Adams goes shotgun here, calls the signals, takes a snap. It's going to be Cahill, and they've got him behind the line of scrimmage. Well read there by Mount Anthony. And that was Bartholdi that was there. He's had a good football game, too, for the Patriots. Talon Bartholdi, him and West have been both very solid for the Patriots here in this ball game. So loss of yardage on the play, loss of 4 back to the 19. So it's going to be 2nd and 14 here. From way over on the right hash mark, Kelly goes out wide to the right side. Cahill's lined up on the wing left. He'll go in motion. And the ball comes loose. Flag down. Adams has it. Ducks out of trouble. Now he's going to look to take off and run. And he's going to be brought down, but there's a flag.
And we have a flag on the field.
So we'll see what the flag is for. It might have been an illegal shift on the Slaters, possibly. They're looking over to the Mount Anthony bench, asking them if they want the play or the penalty. So obviously against Fairhaven. And now we'll get the call from the official here. Ineligible receiver downfield, I believe, is going to be the call. Maybe. Illegal shift. I was right on the first try. I started to think maybe ineligible receiver because of the way the ball got away, and then the receivers downfield, and then, linemen were downfield when they shouldn't have been down. But nope, it's going to be the illegal shift.
That ball, motion, clear out there. Find that penalty. 50, down slow.
So the ball now is going to go back to about the 25, maybe the 24-yard line, says on the scoreboard. So 2nd and 20 from the 24 for the Slaters. 7:55 to play. They lead it 20-0. Adams out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Is going to run it himself. Looking for running room. And well defended here by the Patriots on the near sideline. West was there. Again, also Luca Barsotti.
Ball down to the 21-yard line.
For Mount Anthony. Pick up a 3 on the play to the 21. It's going to be 3rd, about 17. I know they were looking at 24 maybe. They're going to say 18 on the scoreboard. We'll go with that. When in doubt, go with what the scoreboard says. So 3rd down. 7 minutes to play. Cahill goes in motion. Hands it off for Zabo. Zabo down inside the 15 or close to the 15. Got across the 15, I believe. And it's going to be 4th down here for Fairhaven. And about 13 from the 16.
Fourth down for the Slaters.
So 4th and 13 from the 16-yard line, 6.5 minutes to play. Although they'd like to score, scoring not necessarily the priority here for the Slaters, as they've got a 20-point lead approaching 6 minutes to go. So they're in a very good position. Adams underneath the center, calls the signals, takes a snap, going to run it himself, and going to be stacked up well short of the first down. So Mount Anthony's going to take over on downs with 5:58 to go in the football game, down 20-0.
So the Patriots take over on down.
But again, they they've been kind of, I'm not going to say throwing the passing game out the window here, but instead of going from the shotgun, they've been going from right underneath the center and using the run game. So 5:58 to go. Mount Anthony goes on offense at their own 15-yard line. So they come up to the line of scrimmage. Bean comes out wide to the right side. Crossman underneath the center. Calls the signals. Takes a snap. Goes back to pass. Now he's going to roll out. Looking. Doesn't find anybody open. And just throws it away out of bounds. Well covered in the secondary, as Fairhaven had all of the receivers locked up. So very well played by the Fairhaven secondary. And clock stops, 5:50 to go. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Patriots at their own 15-yard line. And we'll have our Lake Champlain Coal Company Player of the Game coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game. And I'll try to get down on the field and interview our Player of the Game. Underneath the center is Crossman. He is going to keep it on the ground. Did the ball come loose? Looks like it did, and Fairhaven's got it. And it looks like coming up with it was Porter Silva. So number 69, Porter Silva with the fumble recovery. And Fairhaven's going to go back on offense with 5:44 to play. And Fairhaven now will be able to run some more clock and possibly add to the lead. So the ball's at the 12-yard line. It's going to be 1st down and 10 from the Mount Anthony 12 for Fairhaven. Adams right underneath the center. Zabo behind him, the single setback. He'll hand to Zabo. Zabo left side looking for room. Tried to cut it back. And see how far Zabo got there. Looks like he got 6 yards to the 6. It's going to be 2nd down from the 6-yard line. 2nd down and 4 from the 6. Clock running, 5:17 to go. So up to the line of scrimmage come the Slaters. Long is in the backfield now, as is Hutchins, the fullback, behind Adams. Adams calls the signals. He'll hand to Long. Long on the left side. Looking to get down inside the 5. We'll see. They're going to move the marker over across. Looks like he's still about 4 yards short of a 1st down. Got to the 3-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down. Actually, they put the ball on the 5. So 5-yard line. 3rd down and 3 from the 5.
6, 9, 5, 5, 6, 7.
So 3rd down and 3 from the 5-yard line here for Fairhaven. Adams brings them up to the line of scrimmage. He'll call the signals. And he'll keep it on the ground for Zabo, and they've got it behind the line of scrimmage. Nice play there by number 65, Gabriel Perkins. So very nice play there by Perkins. And it's now going to be 4th down. And did they lose any yardage on that? They did. They lost a yard. So 4th down from the 6-yard line. But they got 4 to go. They can get a 1st down at the 2.
4th down at 4 to go for a 1st down.
So 4th down and 4 from the 6-yard line. 3.5 minutes to go. 20-0. Fairhaven. Adams right underneath the center. Adams takes the time calling the signals here. Wants to use all that play clock, all that game clock. Takes a snap. Hands off to Zabo, and they've got him behind the line of scrimmage. And that was, I think, number 30, Petty Jenkins. Some big play there by Jenkins.
Patriots will take over on downs.
And the Patriots will take over on downs with 3:07 to go. So they keep the Slaters out of the end zone. The key moment of this game was Fairhaven was up 12-0 at the half, and then the Patriots fumbled the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter, and Fairhaven got it right in perfect position to score, and they did. And that was huge. It's a 27-yard run by Cahill.
I think it's came here 3 and 4.
So that was the big play. It made it 20-0 at the time. Cahill also caught the conversion and whistle at the snap before the snap. Looks like an official's timeout, or maybe not. Maybe a Mount Anthony timeout. So we've got a timeout on the field with 3:07 to go in the football game. And this is a special Thursday night edition of high school football on MYVT Media Sports. Tonight's game brought to you by Hoagland Property Management, commercial and residential lawn and landscaping services, property transformation, snow removal of Granville, New York. Call 518-222-0018. That's 518-222-0018. Also by Skeen Valley Group, Insurance and Real Estate, with offices in Whitehall, Granville, and Cambridge. Make just one call for all your insurance and real estate needs. 518-948-2928 for Skeen Valley Group. And also by Indulge Pizza. Game day or any day, dinner is solved at Indulge Pizza. Your place for pizza, wings, subs, salads, and so much more. Something for everyone. Dine in or take out or get delivery with DoorDash. Call 518-345-5300. Open Thursday through Monday. Find them online on Facebook for more details. That's Indulge Pizza of Granville. So 3:07 to go after the timeout. Crossman back to the shotgun here. And he will keep it on the ground on a little jet sweep there. And Fairhaven's all over it. They smother it. Zabo was there for Fairhaven. 2:43 to go in the ball game here. 2-yard pickup on the play by Maddox Allard for the Patriots. So it's 2nd down and 8 for Mount Anthony. Allard goes in motion. This time they'll run it inside. Nice job there spreading the defense and running the ball inside after faking to the motion man. And on the carry that time, it was Carson Priedel again. And Priedel has the 1st down. So they'll move the chains for Mount Anthony.
It's contest.
So the ball up to the 18-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Patriots of Mount Anthony. Crossman will go out of the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll keep it on the ground. And looking for some running room here on the right side is Preedle. And Preedle's up across the 35-yard line, brought down by Webb and Kelly. But a nice run there by Preedle. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 1:41 to go. But a nice run there by Preedle. Got up across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He's got some quick feet. And if he gets some space in the open field, Preedle can do a lot of damage. Clock starts back up now. 1:25 to play. Crossman out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands to Preedle. And they've got him behind the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively by the Slaters. Had that play read all the way. Loss of yardage, big loss of yardage. All the way back to the 25-yard line. And we go under a minute to play here at LaPlaca Field. Maybe one more play left here for the Patriots, unless it's an incomplete pass. And they're going to run it on the left side, and that might do it. It's going to be Allard on the carry once again. And that looks like that'll be the last snap of the ball game. Down to 15 seconds remaining. And that will be it. They won't snap it again. Final seconds ticking off the clock here. And that is going to be it here at Thomas LaPlaca Field and Fairhaven. The Slaters lead 12-0 at the half, and they will come away with a 20-0 win. And our Lake Champlain Coal Company player of the game is going to be Sam Cahill from Fairhaven. He had that big 27-yard touchdown run at the start of the third quarter after Mount Anthony had fumbled away the second half kickoff, and that pretty much did in the Patriots from that point on. That really, even though there's a lot of time left at the time, sealed the deal. And so the Slaters are going to come away with the 20-0 victory over Mount Anthony here at Thomas LaPlaca Field. And I'm going to be heading down to the field here in a little bit to talk with a former student of mine, actually, Sam Cahill, who used to be over at Pulteney Elementary School in his younger days. Tonight's game has been brought to you by Telescope Furniture, Telescope Casual Furniture, sponsor of the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center. Also by Hoagland Property Management, Skeen Valley Agency, Indulge Pizza, Lake Champlain Coal Company, Ravina and Hoosick Valley Shop and Save, by A1 Sewer and Drain Service, also by York Coach Works, and by Michelle's Sweet Creations Bakery and Sweets, by O'Shea Insurance Agency, and also by Lake Champlain Coal Company. Our Lake Champlain Coal Company player of the game is Sam Cahill from Fairhaven, who had that sizzling 27-yard touchdown run to put the game away for the Slaters at the beginning of the third quarter. That's going to wrap it up here from Thomas LaPlaca Field in Fairhaven. Don't forget, more high school football coming your way. Tomorrow night, we'll be at Sam Eppolito Field in Granville as the Granville Whitehall football team looks to wrap up home field advantage in the playoffs as they take on Waterville Heatley. And then Saturday, we'll be at Dean Houghton Field in Pulteney as the Pulteney Blue Devils host Mount Abraham. For our producer and cameraman, Eric Picar, I'm Keith Harrington saying so long from Thomas LaPlaca Field here in Fairhaven. And by the way, a thank you to Eric Ramey, who was outstanding in helping us to get this set up and get this game on the air, the athletic director here at Fairhaven High School. This has been a production of MYVT Media Sports. Have a good night, everybody.